Yes, don't forget DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com is the official website of Doggie Diamonds, the official website of Doggie Diamonds, DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com. Make sure you support that website. Support that website. Everything pertaining to me is on that website. You can go there. Also, let me tell you a bit about this promotion that I offer. Have you heard about my $100 promo deal? I'm going to give you some details really, really quick. Listen up. The promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the Threads accounts, the Facebook, Twitter accounts for both of those. Reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Let's try this again. That wasn't me. That was YouTube tripping last time. I done restarted, did all types of stuff. You know, they be tripping, so I gotta make sure this is all right and exact. Peace to the family filing into the building. The 185, William Mack, I see you. GSO TV, I see you. In the building. As you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button. It's very, very important you hit the like. Hit the L-I-K-E. Like. Yes, Young Yala, I see you. Tisha, I see you. Rashard Lewis, where you been, fam? I see you. In Sabana. I think that's how you pronounce that. Thank you for liking my intro. Let a friend, let a friend, let a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend that I'm officially back on YouTube on the daily. Disrupting the reality NYC. I see people saying to me, where you been at? You ain't been on YouTube. Yes, I have. They just don't like sending out notifications for me. So we got to manually do this, which I'm working on. They like to play games with myself. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I'm going to tell you again.
Doggie Diamonds did. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes, if you didn't know, I did this. I'm doing this. Putting this together. Who put this together? Me, that's who. Who put this together?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. I done this. With y'all help, of course. With y'all receiving it, of course. You know, I do this for the people. Might be 20 people, might be 20,000, might be 2,000. Regardless, I do this for the people. Hit the like button. Might be one of them days, might be one of them nights. Superstar Rel, I see you. Big Queens in the building. You see Superstar Rel, you see Big Queens in the building. Yvette E. Holmes in the building. Yes. Shout out to everybody. Trying to find this up. Well, anyway. I gotta take these supplements. I'm hitting the gym when I leave, y'all. Yes, I'm just waiting for people to come into the room as the music played.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yeah, well, when the music stopped, that's it. When the music stopped, that's it. It's just time to start the show. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is Doggie Diamonds No Filter Podcast. Also, these audios go on the streaming DSPs for podcasts. I don't know what happened with earliest broadcasts. It just was wilding out. Frames was dropping. All types of stuff was happening. But you know, they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? They like messing with my streams, and because they know my stream look the best and sound the best. Besides that one show that I had that was bad, but it still was a good show. Just the audio was tripping. You can also get your No Filter shirts on shop.doggiediamondstv, or just go to doggiediamondsnofilter.com, and everything pertaining to me is on there. You know what I'm saying? Copper Draco, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, and I did.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
When it comes to that beat. You know, it's funny. I want y'all to know, for all your content creators out there, don't be afraid to take control of your career. Don't be afraid to take control of your creativity. Anything that you want to do, you can do. Just find a way to make it happen. Sometimes when we wait for others to help us or to show us something or do something, they be dragging their feet. They be playing. I never wanted to be like that. I never wanted to be handicapped because somebody had to do something for me. So I've always taken the bulls by the horn, the bulls plural, by the horns, and did me. So that's why, you know, I actually was doing my production first. So as I started getting into cameras and all that, that's why I can have a stream that looks so clean and clear, because I know camera work and I know everything. So I learned Photoshop later. So, you know, in learning Photoshop, that's why I could design my own graphics and do, you know, everything for myself. And don't be afraid. You know, if you need help, try to get it. But good help is hard to find. I'm telling you. And when people offer you help, sometimes there's some type of hidden agenda, and I ain't got time for all that. So I just do me. You know, that's it. But tonight's show, I want to talk about Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke, staple in hip hop, based off of 2 Live Crew, based off of his record label, and one of the groups that he put out under his record labels, one of my favorite R&B groups called H-Town. I love H-Town. He put them out. So I've always will have respect for him. The Miami bass sound, he definitely pioneered that. The Doodle Browns, all of that, he pioneered all of that. Sometimes when he speaks, not all the time, like all of us though, sometimes when he speaks with a lot of, sometimes logic. Sometimes he speaks with care and reverence. But then sometimes Luke could say something and sound like a complete imbecile. So I will say, when it comes to this topic that he wants to talk about, as many with politics, because I think when it comes to many people, they talk about politics from an emotional standpoint and not from the standpoint of knowing what they're talking about, not knowing about, I know Mr. Mix did the beat. I interviewed Mr. Mix on here, if y'all don't remember. I know that, but I'm just saying it was on his label. He put it out, you know, so I'm giving him the credit for that. A lot of people talk about politics from an emotional standpoint or how they feel, but it has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing really to do with facts. So in this case in point, let's go into Uncle Luke and what he decided to say and why we're doing this show tonight. So let me share the screen really quick, and I'm going to stop the music so we could go. You should be on, 50K. Oh, wow. We just hit 50K followers on Doggie Diamonds TV Instagram. That is a milestone right there. I didn't even see that. I don't know that. For the record, I do not post the content on this page. So a lot of times people be talking to me in the comments and you're not talking to me because I be going on here looking just like y'all. So shout out to the team. The team is important. You know, when you got a great team and you got great individuals that want to see you win, they do all they can to see you win. And the individual who wants to see me win definitely helps with this page right here. And we got 50K followers, and I'm happy about that because this is under my name, under my brand. No cheating, no buying followers, none of that. All organic. So I can't complain about that. So we got 50K. If you're not on Doggie Diamonds TV, you can see the emblem right here. When you go to Instagram, you should be following Doggie Diamonds TV. All types of stuff on here, millions of views, everything. Khalees thirst trapping still. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole show about that, but no, I think I did a clip. But anyway, let's get back to what Uncle Luke had to say. Hold on, let's go.
So, I'm getting sick and tired
Uh-huh.
of you motherfucking
Negroes.
who's out here trying to take the blackness away from Kamala Harris,
Kamala? Okay.
our VP, and soon to be president.
Okay.
Because your daddy, Donald Trump,
Our daddy.
gives you these talking messages so you repeat the dumb shit.
Okay.
Oh, she's an Indian. She's black on occasions. Really?
Yes,
Make
really.
that shit make sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Black HBCU.
Uh-huh. So
Pledge in one of the most prestigious black sororities,
so
aka
the Rachel Dozier.
member of the Black Caucus.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Born and raised in Black Oakland.
Okay.
Yes, she went abroad like a lot of us.
where you born and raised makes a
go
difference
abroad
now.
into Canada and stay for a few years, come back, go to college,
Okay, what's her policies, Luke?
state attorney,
What's her
prosecutor,
what's her policies, Luke?
member of the Black Caucus,
What's her policies,
stand
Luke?
up on, in the Senate
What's her policies, Luke?
for black issues time and time after
Black
again.
issues.
Oh,
What's her
man.
policies?
In the words of Chad Johnson, Child, please.
Child, please is feminine. But go ahead, Luke.
Hold
Say
on,
it
hold
again.
on.
Say it again.
I'm getting sick and tired.
Sick and
of
tired of what?
Motherfucking Negroes.
Negroes.
Who's
Okay.
out here trying
Negroes.
to take the blackness away
Take her
from
blackness
Kamala
away.
Harris.
From Kamala. Kamala.
Our VP
Your VP.
and soon to be president.
Soon to be president.
Because your daddy, Donald Trump,
Our daddy, Donald
gives
Trump.
you these talking messages.
Talking
so you
messages.
repeat
I
the
thought it
dumb
was
shit.
talking points. Okay, but go ahead, Luke.
Oh, she's an Indian. She's black on occasions. Really?
Yes, really.
Make that shit make sense.
Tell her to make it sense.
Black
It makes sense.
HBCU.
So the Rachel
pledged in
Dozier.
one of the most prestigious black sororities.
So
AKA,
what? A sorority makes you
Remember
black?
the Black
Okay.
Caucus?
Okay. Go ahead. Why you stop right there?
Born and raised in Black Oakland.
That's your ship. She was
Yes,
born
she
in
went abroad
Oakland.
like a lot of
And then he
us,
takes
all of
up right
us,
here.
Go abroad into Canada and stay for a few
Uh-huh.
years, come back, go to college,
Uh-huh.
state attorney,
Uh-huh.
prosecutor,
What does that mean?
member of the Black Caucus,
So it's Clarence Thomas.
stand up on in the Senate
in the Senate and staying up
for
in
black issues time and time out.
Oh my God. So she's staying up in the Senate. She's
Child,
staying.
please.
Child, please, which is very feminine.
Hold on,
Let me
hold
come
on.
back. Let me come back. Let me come
I'm
back.
getting
'cause-
sick and tired.
No. I'm getting sick
of
and
you.
tired of getting sick and tired of you now because you don't know what you're talking about. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Because she went to a HBCU, so did Rachel Dozier. You know who Rachel Dozier is? That's the woman who played a black woman that was the head of the NAACP. The NAACP, who played a black woman, and for years everybody thought she was black, and then kind of found out she wasn't black. Then when you say why, then you say taking her blackness away. We didn't call her Indian. She called her Indian. We didn't say that. We wouldn't even have known that if she didn't say that. We wouldn't even have known that. And the beginning of her whole presidential thing, I am Kamala Harris, and I was going to be the first Indian American president. She didn't say black Indian president. She said Indian. So we're taking our daddy, Donald Trump's talking messages. I thought the words was talking points. It's talking messages now. We didn't get that from Donald Trump. We got that from her. We got that from when she was with one of her somebody that has the same lineage, and they was making butter chicken and tikka masala and all of that. We didn't get that. That's what she said. I said something on Twitter recently that didn't really go viral, but I said it, and it's a valid question. It's not to make anybody mad. It just have a valid question that I asked. And I want y'all to, if you could, go with me. And I'm gonna smoke some people because I had to smoke somebody on Twitter. Hold on one second. I asked a valid question. See if you could. I said, if Kamala Harris is black and Indian, how come the Indian is being omitted all of a sudden? Maybe people don't know what omitted means. Why is she not speaking to the Indian Americans? Because if she started out her campaigns, many different places, that she's Indian, because just because you are Jamaican by nationality, that doesn't mean you're black. And I think people keep getting that twisted. They keep saying she's Jamaican. Jamaican is a nationality, not ethnicity or race. Y'all do know that, right? So by that logic, a child that is born to two Chinese parents in America is now now is American and no longer Chinese. They're still Chinese born in China. Born in America. That got me fumbling and all shit. Man, listen. Let me calm down because Luke got me a little hype. So I said, if Kamala Harris is black and Indian, how come the Indian is omitted all of a sudden? Why is she not speaking to the Indian Americans? Why is she now all of a sudden just a black American woman, which she's not a black American woman, but why is she just a black woman now? And now the black women feel like they have to support her because she's a black woman. Oh, here you go, right here. Look at this right here. Look at this.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody
Okay,
knows
what
that.
did they say? Hold on. What did this say?
Okay, so what we're going to cook
Listen.
today
Okay.
is
Uh-huh.
an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are
Yes,
Indian.
yes.
Okay, and I don't know
Okay,
that
where did they say we're going to cook this today because you're Indian and black? You said because you are Indian. They ain't say nothing about black. So if I'm of two heritage, you can't say that you're this. And I'm going to say I'm also this. I'm always going to correct anybody, as anybody should. Hold on.
everybody knows that. But I find that wherever I go
Listen,
and I see
listen.
Indian people at the supermarket, on the street,
Uh-huh.
everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're
What
so
happened?
excited about.
What did she say?
Excited about. The thing we're so excited is Indian, right? It's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like
What?
everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about.
Is she correcting her?
To have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes.
Um,
You look like
Uh-huh.
the entire one half of my family.
Okay.
Thank you.
You do.
And you who said, why don't you get off her nuts? Ooh, I'll go back and smoke you, you blue check buying. You don't even know 150 people. Matter of fact, I ain't even talking to you. Get off her nuts. So now she got nuts. FFS would fix yourself and then worry about Kamala. Now, who is this boat? I'm going to get to you in a minute. Go ahead.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is
Uh-huh.
perfect.
Now
It's
they're
really
related.
true.
Does she look like us? She never omitted her Indian ancestry. And she went, so the deal is because she went to a HBCU, so did Rachel Dozier. So did Rachel Dozier. So you should not use that as an argument. Don't use that as an argument ever. Why is that an argument? That's one of the dumbest arguments to come back with. And then you got this fucking bozo right here, Jacob York. I don't even know why he's talking to me. Don't even talk to me. And he's going to answer me because for some reason he think he's somebody. If Barack Obama is black and white, how come he's the first black president and not the first half black president? So I decided to respond to this bozo really quick, which is very, because I said they're easy to me. These people are easy. These people are easy. Let me see how I get my response to him. These people are very, very easy. They're very, very dim-witted, and they all gonna say the same thing. And then me with the mind of, what are you doing on my time? The mind of a chess player is easy. I'm already anticipating your moves. So I already know. First of all, you don't know how to spell his name because that's not how you spell Barack Obama. And I never said Obama was black. You're saying that. That was 8 years ago. Obama. That's what I think about that. That was that. So then Bozo decides he wants to come back and say something else, which is even stupider. First of all, I never said you said he was black, and I answered your question with the question. We learn in third grade, you never answer a question with another question. The same people calling her non-black is calling him non-black. How do you spell non one time and none the other time, but you meant none both times? Meaning non. You spelled one time non, then you spelled the other time none. See, you so discombobulated, you discombobulated me. That's how easy that happens. Somebody do something stupid and we look at it and we repeat it thinking it's right, but we know our eyes is telling us it's not right. That's the power of persuasion. If you know the rules of this country, you know why she's considered black. But of course, I replied to this bozo. I don't let nothing slide when people think they smart. What type of dumbass logic is it to answer a question with the question? We learn that in third grade not to do that. And you know the rules of the country, I take it. You would know the rules of the country. Let's keep that between me and you. Because he know why he know the rules of the country. Search him. Look him up. He know why he know the rules of the country. He know why he know. We just leave that right there. So at the end of it all, we not coming from we not coming from our point of view. Trump ain't giving us no talking points. She gave us the talking point. That's why we saying that. We not saying that. We not saying that. We not saying, oh, she's Indian because that's how we feel. Trump says she's Indian. We don't got to listen to Trump. See, that's the problem with when individuals think that us as black men and women, we don't have a mind of our own. We're not capable of thinking, reading, writing, and understanding and comprehending certain things. They think when Massa tell us something or a white man tell us something, that's when we know it or believe it. Nah, not us. Not us over here. We read, we do our due diligence, and we study, and we go off of the information that we acquire. We didn't need Trump to say that. She said it. So if we all listen to her, and she's the end-all be-all of got all the knowledge and what she's supposed to be saying and all of that, and she's this and she's that, she told us she was an Indian. She said that. So now we're trying to take away her blackness. So when she says she's Indian and don't say I'm Indian and black, because again, when you look up her lineage from Jamaica, you ain't gonna like that either. You could be an Indian in Jamaica. You think the people in Guyana was born because they were born in Guyana, you don't think they're Indians in Guyana? They're the true West Indians because the East Indians is over there. But when they came to the West, that's what makes them the true West Indians because they're really Indians from India. From India. They practice Hinduism and everything in Guyana, Trinidad, all those places. They are the true Indians. Not even the Indians, the really indigenous people of this land, the Native Americans, who they call Indians, not them because it gets confused. So I know a lot of times when people hear she's an Indian, they might automatically think because people don't read or know history, they might think they're talking about natives. They are referred to as coolies. That's a fact. So nobody's taking away her blackness. Nobody want to hear her talking about making collard greens. How come when it's the description of us or something to do with us, it always refer back to some nigga shit. It always refer back to you made collard greens or you know how to jump double dutch and nothing like that. It's never anything with your intelligence. She went to a HBCU. So did Rachel Dozer. How the fuck you pronounce that woman's name is? And she was faking like she was black. She had the braids and everything, was running the NAACP. Come to find out, cap. Sean King, in my opinion, I don't think is black. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, and that's fine. But I don't think he's black. That's just me. All right? That's just me. So using Barack Obama and using all that shit. First of all, Barack Obama was not born in the United States. That's first and foremost. Barack Obama was not born in the United States. So why is anybody using him? Why is anybody using him? I never looked at Obama because I don't look at people and say, oh, he's black based off of how they look. Then you had some bozo, Mark Lamont Hill, another fucking bozo, talking about phonetically she's black. Phonetically? So now we're going off the phenotype of people, how they look? Because that's what you're saying. Phenotypically, no, that's the word, phenotypically. She's black. She look like this person. So now we're looking at people and saying who's black and they not. That don't make no sense. Because here it is, you got French Montana, right? French Montana could pass for a light-skinned black man to some. You ever seen his brother? You ever seen his blood brother? Chopped cheese. He gonna make you a chopped cheese. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but what I'm saying is that looking at people, you can't say, oh, he looked black. You look black. That don't mean you are. And y'all always talking this melanated and melanin shit. Everybody got melanin. Some people are just melanin deficient, but roaches have melanin. You ever seen a white roach? Squirrels have melanin. You ever seen a white squirrel or a black squirrel? That is melanin deficient. Wait, some of these the melanated people. So by that logic, she is black. If you're gonna call people melanated, if we melanated people, then here we go with this melanated. Because when you go over to places like India and Bengali and shit, they darker than us. You know what I'm saying? They darker than us. So when you gonna go by melanated people. I don't know why you said so Shabba Ranks ain't black, huh? I don't even know why you said that. I don't even know why you said that. You making no sense. That's not the point I make. I said you could be an Indian born in Jamaica. I did say that. But I know sometimes, them paint chips, you be eating that shit with chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? It be tasting good. Be tasting good. Who brought up Shabba Ranks? You did. Again, if a Chinese child was born in America, are they white now or are they black? They're still Chinese, right? So what are you talking about? But the issue is now you got people that's on the take. You got people who are earning a living based off their political affiliation. Now, I don't have a political affiliation, but I just want to hear policy. I want to hear what the rules you're running on, because even when you deal with the DEI, they don't got no layout for that. Trump had a layout for that at least. So she said out of her mouth. She said out of her mouth, I'm not doing anything for black people. Who said I was doing anything for only black people? She said that. I didn't say that. She said that. We going on for what she said. But again, you're not doing anything for black people. But when it comes to anybody else, they will make an executive order immediately that day. We ask for executive orders for lynchings. We ask for many different things. And they've all said, all the candidates said, they ain't doing shit just for us. And all we're saying is that, if you with us, be with us. Put it on paper. Straight like that. Not within my first 100 days, I'm banning and getting rid of assault weapons and shit. What the fuck that got to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Meanwhile, we out here getting our ass kicked and all types of stuff, displaced and all that. Just want a piece of the fucking pie. And you talking about assault weapons and all that shit. What that got to do with anything? That's your first order operations? Now, this is the thing that's very tricky. And people don't really pay attention to this. We had 8 years of Obama. 4 years of Biden. That's 12 years because they still have the same regime. Biden was Obama's vice president. Then they want to give us another 4 years of the Obama regime. That's 16 years. So if you think your life has been greatly affected in a great way in 12 years and then now 16, because I know what y'all say, Biden came in and he's cleaning up Trump's mess. Obama had it for 8 prior to Trump. Was the economy booming when Trump was in office? You just got to ask yourself certain shit. Was gas so high? When Obama was president, we was getting bodied out here. Police was doing us dusty. Seriously. You just got to look at the facts as the facts. And no matter how you feel about somebody, when a person set forth their policies, even if you don't like them, At least they're being honest in the way that you don't like them. I don't want somebody who's with me when it's convenient and then not with me and don't claim me, but only claim me when they want. And they so black. They're so black because they went to a school. They don't even have any black children. And they rape. Oh, my God. I ain't even going to get into that. But Luke, Plies, and whoever, Jacob York, y'all got to shut the fuck up because I know whenever you see somebody campaigning for some shit, follow the money. There's always some money somewhere. It's always they got a cut somewhere. Hakeem Green, all y'all, follow the money. These people be on a take and act like they doing it organically and they really mean it. Nah. No, you want to take. You want to take. And I'm not even saying they directly paid you, but they might have funded a program you had. They might have funded some non-for-profit program you had. I be knowing. Because you got to sit down with certain politicians. You think they probably going to say, I endorse this individual? You think they're going to say that? So that's why they do that. They showing they pledging their allegiance. And publicly, we trying to take away her blackness. We ain't trying to do shit. She took it away. We not trying to do nothing. We not waking up saying, you know what? Come to think of it, you're not black. That's what she said. And don't you find it peculiar? And if, listen, let's take away all of that, right? Let's take away how we feel, right? Let's take away how we feel about her being black. How come for this whole tenure when I'm about to say Obama, when Biden was president, we didn't see her? Can't y'all count on one hand how many times she showed up or been in the public? We was like, where the hell is she at? Y'all wasn't like where she was at for the last 4 years? Where the hell she been? Where is she at? It was times we didn't even see her for a long time. Then all of a sudden she appeared ready. Where you been? And if you, the border czar, forget about it. You already failed. If she is the person responsible for the borders, she already failed. The borders are atrocious. If she's responsible for the border, where my phone at? Fuck is my phone? Because I ain't playing. Hey Siri. Is Kamala Harris responsible for the borders in the U.S.?
I found this on the web.
Kamala Harris border responsibilities and result.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oh, boy. Shamgar King, I'm glad you said that. Stop it. You never see the VP like that. That's cap because we have a border issue. We don't have a border issue right now. So if we didn't see her out, and you always see them in the election year, how come she only surfaced in the last 2 months? That's one. Two, we didn't have a border issue for the last couple of years. And if she's the border czar, where's she been at? How come the border's all twisted? Are you still, no, you saying people can't name the last 4 VP names. You dumb bastard. One of the last VPs was the goddamn president. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Biden, Pence, and this chick. You think everybody's stupid because you stupid? That be your problem too. Y'all be so stupid, you think everybody's stupid. You think everybody's stupid. This is a smart chat over here. This is a smart chat. Pence didn't have a job description like run the border, foolio. The border is in shambles. You don't think she should have been down at the border? You don't think she'd have been at the border? Yeah, if she's the VP and that's her job description. First of all, her job description was the border czar. To be in charge of the borders. So if she wasn't doing nothing else, I don't care if she's playing backgammon all day. She wasn't down at the border at least, making sure they wasn't sneaking in the fucking country the way they was, taking over shit. Do you live in New York? Do you live in Chicago? Do you live in any places right now where the children can't even go to school because their gyms are flooded with non-citizens? Now they're homeschooling. You think people are stupid over here? So just because VPs don't do shit, you don't see them. While she did come out and she's the one who told us that dude was sharp. Dude is, he's qualified, he's sharp. And then he's sitting there like this. So if she told us that he's sharp and he's qualified to be president, that's what she told us, then she lied. Why nobody took responsibility for him not being sharp and not being qualified? They was going with it to the last minute, and then out of nowhere, I'm sick. And then he resigned? Her responsibility to find the root causes of immigration, not the border czar. The root causes of immigration, the root causes of immigration. What are you talking about? Let's say she wasn't the border czar. Her responsibility was to find root causes of immigration. Where does that make sense at? Read what you wrote to yourself. Her responsibility was to find root causes of immigration? They've been immigrating since Ellis Island. What the hell are you talking about? Root causes of immigration? Oh my God. Maybe all of us in this chat ain't smart. Do that make sense? Her responsibility, hold on. Her responsibility was to find root causes of immigration. You act like immigration is the measles or some shit. That's some shit you find the root cause of immigration? That don't make no sense. You probably put her job was to find the root causes of immigration. Smoking that K2. Goodness gracious. Hold on, man. See, now you're going to make me do my Googles. Hold on. Let's do it live. Let's find out live. Let's do it live together. So we can either qualify her or disqualify her. Let's do it together. See, a lot of people don't be researching. They look up stupid shit. Let's look it up. Was Kamala Harris responsible for the borders? You can see this is what I'm typing right here. So I ain't tricking you on nothing. Was Kamala is the male version of, was Kamala responsible for the borders? Let's see what comes up. This is Hoover. Republicans say Harris was Biden's border czar. She wasn't. That was never her role. Okay, so let's get educated today. Let's get educated. That's what Republicans are saying. This is what they're saying Republicans are saying. So let's get educated. We're going to look up at least two sources and then we'll come up with it. On Tuesday, as Vice President Kamala Harris' path to the Democratic presidential nomination grew to, I got to drink something. Hold on, no, that's pre-work. I can't drink that. Presidential nomination grew to be all but assured. Tennessee Republican Andy, I ain't pronouncing that, introduced articles of impeachment centered in part on the ongoing border crisis, tragically extenuated by the inaction of the border czar, Kamala Harris. Devi? All right, let me see. But that wasn't her role when it came to immigration. Harris was never appointed border czar, and her role is leading aspects of immigration policy for Biden administration, largely focused on diplomatic engagements with officials in Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, who, according to President Joe Biden in March 2021, we're going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks, stemming the immigration to our southern border. Later that year, Harris was dispatched to Central America for her first foreign trip as vice president, and notably told Guatemalans consider the perilous trip up north through Mexico and the United States southern border. Do not come. The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border, she said in 2021. That ain't happened. The trip and the comments came amid record influx of migrants, mostly from Central America, arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border to seek asylum. Her goal, Harris said at the time, was to deal with the root causes behind people leaving their home, but the mission. So what you said, the root causes of I think you said the same thing, but her mission was forced on diplomacy, not border security, and mostly steer clear of U.S. border policies. In 2021, she announced at the roundtable of CEOs that $1.2 billion in private investment in Central America has been made in response to her call to action in May of that year as part of her role addressing the root causes of migration from Central America. So what I'm reading and from my understanding, maybe y'all have the same understanding as me, and maybe y'all don't. What they're saying is her job description is trying to figure out why people are leaving. Who's the dummies now? You're the dummy now, because that's not how you spell who's. But I digress. Who's the dummy now? That's how you spell who's. That's how you spell who's. Anyway. So, let's go on. Let's find something else. So her job was to go find why y'all leaving Central America, why y'all leaving your countries and going through Central America. Because if she said the United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure the border, right, which you can see for yourself right here, that was 2021. That was 2021. What is this? Verify this. Claims that Vice President Harris is Biden's border czar are misleading. So, if she's not the border czar, during her time in office, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have faced criticism from many Republican lawmakers over the handling of border security. Attacks on Harris, who is the Democratic Party presumptive presidential nominee. This is old. No, this is from today. Referred to her as Biden's border czar. Their claims suggest that Harris was put in charge of overseeing immigration enforcement at the southern border and managing the flow of migrants into the U.S. So, all right, this is the thing. So you see how this could be misleading, right? So they say their claims suggest that Harris was put in charge of overseeing immigration enforcement at the southern border and managing the flow of migrants into the U.S. But the other article that I read from, which was right here, I'm trying to see Where was that? I'm trying to find where. Harris was never appointed border czar, and her role is leading aspects of immigration policy for Biden, from the Biden administration, largely focused on diplomatic engagement with officials from their blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Later that year, Harris was dispatched to Central America for her first foreign trip as vice president and notably told Guatemalans considering the perilous trip up north through Mexico into the United States, do not come. The trip and the comments came amid a record influx of migrants. I'm trying to find a part where it said that, what her job description was. The president has asked Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to address what is going on at the border, Harris said in April 2021. When asked by a reporter if she planned on traveling to the United States southern border, she said, I have been asked to lead the issue of dealing with the root causes in the Northern Triangle, similar to what then Vice President Biden did many years ago. During the Obama administration, Biden took on a similar role to the one he tasked Harris with, addressing the poverty and structural issues in the Northern Triangle countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. As vice president, Harris has visited the U.S.-Mexico border area only once, and Biden certainly was never named her border czar. The English spelling and the title. So they're saying they might be right, and it could be right and exact. They gave her border czar. So they said Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the southern border, and then we saw the worst invasion of illegal in American history. So her job description is what again? To see why they're coming, why they want to immigrate? Am I getting that right? Could the chat assist me? Are we doing the same thing? Or we have a clear understanding that her job description is to see why they want to immigrate from their country and come here? Is that what they saying? They saying that her job is to see why people want to immigrate from here to there? I mean, from there to here? Is that it? Is that it? Chat, where y'all at? I know an ad just came up. So, I mean, all right. So, which makes it even worse, right? This is what makes it even worse. Let's say we don't blame her. So let's take the blame off her, right? Because she's not the border czar, according to them. And I haven't read anywhere that she was the border czar, but we heard that she was the border czar. So let's take that off. All right, intro to society. I'm with you. That's not her job, my guy. She's not top dog in immigration. But she looks into immigration. Okay. So she's not the border czar. So let's say, we don't know who the border czar is. We could look that up another day, right? Can we collectively agree and say that the border czar failed? Whoever the border czar is, they failed. Can we agree on that? The border czar failed. Can we agree on that? The border czar has failed. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
All right? The border czar failed. Whoever the border czar is, they failed. We all have to agree on that, right? So, If the border czar fail, who administration is the border czar under? Who administration is it under, right? It's under the Biden administration. So him and her is responsible for the failure of the borders. And the border czar should have been fired and replaced, right? Because if it's not her now. Hey, Siri. Who is the United States border czar?
The United States has land borders with Canada and Mexico.
I ain't asked you that.
Borders with Russia, Cuba, the Bahamas.
Man, this broad just be doing what she want. Okay, let me look it up. Let's look it up together because we don't never want to cap and think that I'm typing something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Who is the United States border czar? You can see with me. Let's see. There's no such thing as a border czar. There's no such thing now. Okay, the position does not exist. That's what they're saying. And this is from Homeland Security? Is that the website? Or this is homelandhouse.gov. So this is a government site. I don't know how official it is. Since the border czar Harris has taken over, there has been nearly 8 million illegals entering at the southern border, nearly 2 million gotaways, whatever the hell that is. The growing crisis has a direct impact on the border districts like mine. Illegal migrants landing have increased in our state. So there's no such thing as a border czar, what they're saying. They're saying there's no such thing. How is it really no such thing? I'm all the way confused now. There's no such thing as a border. What is a border czar? They label her the border czar. They have labeled her the Biden administration's border czar, claiming that she's been in charge of the immigration enforcement. Okay. They have also made easily disprovable claims that the number of crossings higher, but Harris is not the border czar. And this is from The Atlantic. There's no such thing as a border czar. You got people saying she's a failure. You got people saying she's not the border czar. There's no such thing. Okay, so let's do this together. Who is the guard? Who is the border guard of the U.S.? CBP. Customs and Border Protection. Who's the leader? Who's the head of that? Who's in charge of the borders? CBP's top priority is to keep them from entering the U.S. while welcoming all legitimate travelers and commerce. CBP officers and agents enforce all applicable U.S. laws, including against illegal immigration. So is this for people who's coming on the plane or driving across? Who's in charge of the people sneaking climbing fences and cutting fences. Who the fuck is in charge of that? That's CBP? So we blame CBP now? U.S. Border Control, 100 years. I should have grabbed some water. I didn't. Now I'm all the way confused. So hold on. They in charge of the borders. So they are the failures? See how it gets tricky? Somebody said Jason Owens. That's who you saying is? The truth lady says she was VP. It happened on her watch and did nothing. So there's no such thing as a border czar. This is deep. So Border Patrol is controlling the jumpers. Yeah, czar just definitely means I think they're like kind of paraphrasing the role, but then you could easily say that don't exist. You could say, yo, you in charge here. You the head of everything. You say, I ain't the head of everything. There is no head. But you the person that put, so it could be some wordplay, whatever. I don't know. I want to do a deep dive and more so Bobby E says clips all over YouTube calling her the border czar by the media. All right. Listen, y'all. I want to do some Ask Bing. I could ask Bing. Hold on. It's Microsoft Edge. Who is the U.S. border czar? It's going to well, I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna do. It's all gonna, all of these things are, it's gonna grab from the same stuff. You see that, right? First Texas border czar explains the state's border. So hold up, it is a such thing as a border czar? Because this is Fox, and I'm not going to be, we're not going to be pig-headed. Fox is going to be, red. So I'm not going to act like they're not going to be red. But first, Texas border czar explains the state's border security strategy. I say strategy because y'all never heard Bugs Bunny say that? Strategy, but I like to say strategy. And got a good strategy. Anyway, that was Bugs Bunny. See how confusing shit could be? So if somebody, so it says, is Harris the border czar? Biden asked Harris to tackle the root causes of migration. This is Microsoft Edge. It's like Bing. Biden tasked Harris with tackling the migrant influx on U.S.-Mexico border. This is March 24th of 2021. Biden tasked Harris with tackling migrant influx on the U.S.-Mexico border. Mr. Biden said he was giving her a tough job, but that she was the most qualified person to do it. The number of people arriving have grown since Mr. Biden took office. That includes hundreds of unaccompanied minors who are being held in immigration detention facilities. Mr. Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump, was widely criticized over his government's treatment of young migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border. Since January, the Biden administration has reversed the policy of turning away unaccompanied children, instead choosing to process them and place them with sponsored families in the U.S. But Mr. Biden critics say his policies had led to a surge in illegal migration. Announcing Mrs. Harris' appointment as the immigration's... See, look, now look how they play right here, right? Announcing Mrs. Harris' appointment as his immigration's czar. So look how they play with the words, man. Nah, come on, see, look. That's why I say, man, we just always got to do deep research. This is BBC. They not even in America. She's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle, which is Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, and the countries that are going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks, stemming the migration to our southern border. Mr. Biden said Mrs. Harris' past work as California's Attorney General made her well-suited to lead the effort, adding, "When she speaks for me." In response, Mrs. Harris said, "Needless to say, the work will not be easy, but it's important work. Many of those arriving at the border have fled poverty and violence in Central." So this where the word czar has been introduced. Right here. So this is, see, look, man. See? You gotta look. So let's do this now. Let's do this. This is how we freak it. Woo! I'm a freaking watch. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Watch this. This how we do this. So look, all right, so this is what I'm coming up with, right? This is what I'm thinking. So if they say that Biden appointed her as the immigration czar, right? The immigration czar what? Handles the borders. So although some people could say it's not the same thing, the border czar and the immigration czar is not the same thing, but immigration is the problem where? At the borders. So, we could say the regime failed. Is she coming with a new regime or she's going under what he went under? That's the question. So now, before we vote for her, before we worry about whether she's black or not, because if she was, let's just be honest, if she was black or not, doesn't matter as it matters of her being qualified, right? Because since I can remember, we always had white presidents. So that's just a fact, right? Is she qualified based off of what? So if her qualifications is because she's black and she a woman and you're going to get shamed into voting for her because she's black, and if you don't vote for her, that means you're prejudiced. And if she don't vote for her because she's a woman, that means you're sexist. That's my problem. Don't use that as talking points and reasoning why you should vote for her. And I'm with her. If you don't know any of her policies, you do not know her track record, you don't know anything. That's the problem. That's all I'm saying. And when somebody wants to be black or cosplay like a black person, all of a sudden a black woman, you keep saying, she went to an HBCU. Y'all got to do better than that. Y'all got to do better than that. Y'all got to do better than that. So the argument is this. And I want y'all to ask the question. When a person says, when they're talking about voting, say to a person, hey, I'm undecided on who to vote for. I don't know if I should vote for Trump. I don't know if I should vote for Harris. What are their policies? Remember, that's all you ask somebody. Stop arguing with people. I'm not arguing with nobody no more. Let's just ask, what is her policies? What is his policies and what are her policies? And if they don't know any of them, that's a problem because you should know both. You should know who you leaning towards or who you decided on, and you should know the opposition because it's not about popularity. It's about what policies do you stand for? What policies resonate with you? Not because somebody is black or white. So that's it. I think that should be the question from now on. You know, I'm undecided, man. I'm undecided. What's her policies, dude? Ask that. It don't got nothing to do with who's black, who's white, who's green. Hit them with the Michael Jackson. Just ask what's the policies. Because you could say, hey, man, under, Biden, this is what's been going on. Under Obama, this what went on. Under Trump, this what went on. So do we get 4 more years of Trump? Or do we get 16 years of the Biden administration? That's what we should be asking. But I know people love Biden because, people end up loving. I was in the supermarket one day and I said to this woman, we talking about politics. She said, I'm voting for my Uncle Joe. I'm like, this fucking lady is old as him. Fuck you talking about uncle. How that nigga your uncle? She darker than me talk about her Uncle Joe. Remember when they loved Bill Clinton because he knew how to play the fucking saxophone? He was on Arsenio Hall playing the saxophone. He smoked weed and got neck. Remember, before Barack Obama, they were saying Bill Clinton was the first black president. Y'all remember that shit? Yo, they been fucking with us. They've been fucking with us. So again, do you want more of Obama because you thought he was cool and well-spoken and change? What changed? Because they'll say they can't do shit for us, right? They'll say they can't do, I'm not doing nothing specifically for them, but everybody else got something. They had an Asian hate bill. Everybody else got something implemented for them, and they deserve it. I'm not saying they don't, but what the fuck did we get? Then they want to use the argument, which I like Trump because he gave y'all stimulus. So they gave y'all, because he gave you stimulus checks. That's why y'all like him? You think that's why we like him because he gave us money? You think some of us are that shallow? See, when people ask you certain questions and say certain things, that's what they think about you. That's where they think your intelligence level is at. So they're going to say stupid shit. That's why I tell everybody to research. I ask everybody to look shit up. And look, and I'm going to be real with you. If the woman comes out with a policy that resonates with you, your family, and where you see yourself, by all means, do what you're going to do. But what's not going to happen is you shouldn't vote for somebody because you like the way they look or she know how to dance and do all these dances and all that. That's fucking Obama said Obama said his favorite rapper was Young Jeezy. Y'all remember that shit? I'm like, the Snowman? The nigga talk about he get bricks for 17.5? That's your fucking favorite rapper? The Snowman? Nobody never peeped that. He didn't say, hey, I like this rapper. He's talking to the youth. He said, my favorite rapper is Young Jeezy. The Snowman? What the hell is going on? Your favorite rapper is the Snowman? Dog Motivation? We should have known then. We should have known then. We should have known and known. My favorite rapper is Young Jeezy. The Snowman. Oh, man. What the hell? Anyway, man. Whew. I got these supplements to take. I shall take them, get myself together, go out and do at least an hour of exercise. It's already 9 o'clock. I should be back in by like 11:30. But yeah, I got to get my gas from BJ's and places like that. Because the gas? But I'm paying close attention. I'm paying close attention.
And I'm watching you niggas. I'm watching you niggas. I'm watching you niggas. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Don't tweet me no bullshit.
Don't be like Jacob York. We know about you, nigga. Calm down. I did a whole show on you before. And vote for who you want to vote for, right? Vote for who you want to vote for. I'm not even telling you who to vote for, right? But what I am telling you is that please go off the policy in which you think is going to resonate with you, because if we go off a popularity, then that nigga from Power will be the fucking president. Lorenz Tate, I seen a thing with him. We be voting in anybody or for popularity. You know what I'm saying? We be voting anybody in. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm trying to get a special guest. Me and him have to coordinate this a little bit better. Yeah. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. As always, I appreciate y'all for joining me. Again, I'm doing different things because YouTube, many people are telling me they're not seeing me live. They're not seeing nothing, and a lot of issues is happening. That's why the lives has been, I'm happy that y'all here, but the lives has been kind of light. And plus, there's been a lot of monkey shit going on YouTube, so I don't want to watch the chimps jump around and scream and all that shit. And, first these niggas is friends, then they beefing and all that. Look at these niggas. That's a whole nother. Look at these niggas. Niggas are best friends. Now niggas is beefing, trying to destroy each other. Ha! Catch me in the corner not speaking. I say you niggas. I ain't got nothing to say. Bottom feeder.